Okay, so today we're going to tackle a term you hear literally everywhere, artificial intelligence. It's not just sci-fi anymore, right? It's really changing our world. So let's cut through all the noise and figure out what it actually is and how it really works.
I mean, you see it everywhere, you hear about it constantly, but it can still feel, a little abstract, can it? So, let's just answer that question head on. What is AI really?
All right, let's dive in. To get what AI is, we first have to sort of translate the whole idea of a human task into something a computer can actually understand and, do. At its heart, AI is really about one main thing: teaching computers to do tasks that normally require a human brain. We're talking about things we do without even thinking, like recognizing a friend in a photo or understanding the words someone is saying. That's the kind of smarts we're trying to build.
So the real magic isn't just what AI does, it's how it learns to do it. And honestly, the best way to wrap your head around that is to just forget about code for a minute and think about something a lot simpler, like training a pet. Which brings us to our first character in this little story, the robot dog. This is going to be our introduction to what's known as basic AI. So you've got this robot dog, and you want to teach it to play fetch. Simple enough, you'd think, but first, it has a really basic problem. It doesn't even know what a toy is. That's our starting point.
And this is pretty much how that learning happens. First, you feed it data. We're talking thousands, maybe millions, of pictures of dog toys. At the start, it's totally clueless. It's gonna make mistakes. Maybe it'll confuse a shoe with a chew toy. But here's the key part. Every time it guesses correctly, it gets a little digital reward. This reinforces the right answer, and through millions of these cycles of trial, error, and reward, its recognition gets incredibly accurate.
So the crucial point is this. Basic AI is a specialist. It's trained on a very specific set of data, in this case, pictures of toys, to get really good at one specific task: recognizing those toys.
But just recognizing things is only the beginning. Now let's meet the creative robot. This isn't just an upgrade. We're talking about a completely different kind of intelligence. This is generative AI.
And the difference between them is just massive. The robot dog learns from a specific, curated data set, just to recognize things. The creative robot, though, it learns from, well, pretty much the entire public internet. And because its diet of information is so incredibly vast, it doesn't just recognize patterns, it actually learns to create with them.
So when you ask it to write a story, or compose a song, or design an image, it's not just pulling a file from some database. No, it's synthesizing all the patterns, styles, and information it has absorbed from countless videos, articles, and photos to generate something that has literally never existed before. But this incredible power comes with a major catch. It's so important to understand that while this technology is powerful, it is far from perfect. In fact, it has some massive flaws.
These are the creative robot's huge blind spots. It can be confidently wrong. It mixes fact and fiction because it doesn't understand the concept of truth. And critically, it has no ethics, no morality. It doesn't know if the content it creates is helpful or harmful, and it might use copyrighted work without even realizing it.
This quote from Common Sense Education really sums it up perfectly. Think of generative AI as a giant vacuum cleaner, just sucking up everything it finds online. The good, the bad, the true, the false, without any kind of filter. So, with all this power and all these flaws, what is our human responsibility? How do we stay smart while using these incredibly smart tools?
The responsibility falls squarely on us. The AI isn't going to fact-check itself or question its own outputs. We have to be the critical thinkers. We have to be the editors, the fact-checkers, and the ethical guides.
Ultimately, using AI responsibly means understanding its limits, knowing when it's a fantastic tool for brainstorming or creativity, and knowing when its output needs to be questioned, verified, and handled with extreme care.
Because at the end of the day, AI is just that, a tool. It's one of the most powerful tools humanity has ever created. And that leaves us with the most important question of all. How will we, as individuals and as a society, choose to use it?